Do you like positive emotions like happiness, joy, excitement, motivation, but you try to stay away from the negative ones like anger, sadness, grief, fear? Well, you're not alone. Our society teaches us that we should chase positive emotions and stay away from negative ones. When we are growing up as kids, we see adults around us, and the feedback that we get from our environment is that we should chase only the happy emotions or the positive emotions are allowed. So if a kid is angry, we might hear an adult say, put a happy smile on that face. Or if a kid is fearful, someone might say, chin up, kid, be brave. No one likes weak kids. Or if a kid is sad, don't be sad. Look at other kids. They are happy. You should be a happy kid. And while these advices, they come from a well-intentioned place, because the authority figures around us, the adults, the caregivers, they want us to thrive in life, so they want us to be accepted in society. So that's why they don't want us to be in a situation where we are expressing these negative emotions and we are making people around us uncomfortable, or we are um, kind of looked at in a weird manner. So the intention is well and good, but the problem is the emotions that we label as negative, they don't go away anywhere. They still sit there, becoming a part of our subconscious, our psyche, and that energy accumulates inside. So it becomes kind of default programming for us. So when we are in situations where we might feel a negative feeling coming up, we immediately shut it down, because that feedback is ingrained in us that negative emotions are not accepted. We might come off as someone unacceptable. We might cause discomfort to others. So we immediately shut it off. There are three ways in which we deal with negative emotions. One is shutting it down. As soon as something pops up, we suppress it and down it goes into the subconscious. If I'm in a grocery store, if I'm out running errands, or I'm doing something in a public place and suddenly I feel upset or angry, my default response would be to shut it down, because it's not a safe space to express that emotion. So it automatically gets shut down. The other way we deal with these emotions is by distracting ourselves, escapism. It might look like I don't want to deal with a thought pattern or a feeling, so I immediately turn on my television set, or I scroll through social media, or maybe I get a drink, or I eat something, eating our feelings, or maybe I buy something, retail therapy, right? So these are ways in which we try to escape or distract ourselves from what we are feeling. But these two techniques only can help to so much extent. Every once in a while, this suppressing of feelings or distracting ourselves does not help. That threshold of this energy that we have been suppressing reaches beyond a certain point, and the subconscious is not able to keep it down. So, in that case, what happens? We need to release that energy. We need to vent. Now, a safe way that this can be done is with a supportive person, with your friend or a loved one, where you talk to them, discuss about your feelings, and that gives you a little bit of release or relief, and then you can go back to your day doing your chores. But maybe that help is not always available. We cannot time how these outbursts will occur. So you may be in a public place, and if something just happens, there's this release of energy, you might not be equipped to handle it. And that's where we hear all these incidents where someone went crazy in a grocery store over a jar of not the right brand of peanut butter, or road rage, right? That's so common. And see, if I am in a store looking for something and I have this exhaustive grocery list and I'm not able to find what I want, and the staff is not supportive, I might be upset. Or if I'm in traffic, someone cuts me off, I might be upset again if it was my right of way. Yeah, those responses are normal, but it would not be to the point where we chase someone and hurl insults at them and threaten them. But this is what happens. In all these cases, the response to the situation is not congruent. The response is totally out of proportion. So, if we don't handle our emotions, there comes a time where they start handling us, and we cannot control the situation in those scenarios. So instead of labeling what emotions are good, what emotions are bad, why not treat them as messengers? But because even our happy emotions, or positive emotions, they are just messengers. So if I'm feeling joy or happiness or excitement or motivation, it tells me that I'm in an expansive state. I am engaging with my environment, I'm open. This is what it tells me. Similarly, the negative emotions, they are telling me that I'm in a constricted state. If I'm fearful or I'm anxious or I'm depressed, I'm not open to engage with the environment. I'm just caught up within my body. So let's treat these emotions as messengers, and then we can dialogue with them. We can reframe that narrative. So let's take an example. If I'm walking down a dark alley and I don't have that sense of fear with me, I need it in that moment so that I don't go down that alley. It might be um, not safe for me. So that messenger is appropriate. It's actually helpful because it helps me with my safety. Similarly, another example could be if I'm anxious for a work meeting tomorrow, I can look at why I'm feeling this anxiety and dialogue with those feelings instead of trying to push them away. So I can take a stab at it and see why I'm feeling anxious. And it might be because I'm thinking maybe that there might be questions that I don't have answer for. And that's all right. Then I can come up with um, a strategy to deal with that situation, which could be okay, I do not have all the answers, but I'd be happy to take these questions back, do some research, and get back to you. So once we talk to these feelings, we can come up with tools that can help us. Otherwise, what happens is if we just shut them away and we enter into situations, we are not equipped to handle these situations, we tend to go into fight or flight or freeze modes because the nervous system at that point is not able to handle the situation in front of us. So then it behaves um, in just a random way. So, next time we have these emotions, let's sit with them, let's question them, let's reframe the narrative. Sometimes we have these patterns in us where we think obsessively over small things. So, if I am feeling anxious about something, I can just sit with it and see where it is coming from. If it is coming from this sense of uneasiness within me, the situation might not be so threatening. If I have to meet someone and I feel anxiety, it might not be coming from that place of not wanting to meet the person. It might be coming from a place of it's too much, my day is very busy, I cannot go and meet that person. So maybe I can reschedule. So see where those feelings are coming from, what those messages are for you. Don't shoot the messenger, don't shut down the messenger. So let's be open to all our emotions, whether they are good ones or bad ones. There are no bad emotions. Ultimately, all these signals are coming from inside us so that we can respond in an appropriate manner, which helps us to be safe and thrive as an organism. So let's be welcoming to all our emotions.